Yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us again for one of our lunch and learns. I'm Beth Patrick, and I have been working with Accounting Research Manager for over 15 years, so very familiar with how we lay it out. And I like to always share with people a unique perspective that we do with the research service. Of course, here in Accounting Research Manager, we have a keyword search, which will bring everything together for you, but we also have some shortcuts that are here on the home page that can be a big time saver for you. And so what I wanted to talk about today is our topics A to Z that you'll see right here on the accounting library. And we'll also talk about the accounting standards that we've created. So if you're in more of the financial reporting, obviously we have this accounting library here. But just so you know, we do also have our regulatory, which has a similar topic approach. We have the auditing. So if you wanted to see how things are approached from the auditing side, we also have that topics approach. But since we're talking more on the financial side, I'm going to focus on that today. And so like Lynn was sharing with us some of the standard information like on 350. And when you go into the FASB, I'm going to start there and then compare it to how we present it. Because I'm sure most of you are all familiar with the way the codification is laid out. And when you go into it, it just has all of these different sections, but it's not always that user friendly as far as, what your topic may be or what you would have a question about. So watch as I just toggle right here to the ARM accounting standard. So this is just our way of taking the accounting standard and presenting it in a different format for our users to locate information. Now, if there is anything specific for COVID-19, we do have a link here for our users and a quick overview. I'm going to scroll through that. But what I want you to see is that we do organize the standard in the same order here, but just giving you those topics instead of just having to understand exactly where you wanted to go. Then once you see a topic that you want to research, you can actually just click on any of the US flags next to the topic, and that will give you all of the information for that particular topic. Here's disclosure, which is always a hot topic. But if I just click on one of these, and I just clicked into the US flag, what our team will do is we will first start off with a summary. If there have been some changes that we want to catch your eye on, you'll see this blue editor's note. We'll keep this up here for both public and private, and then once it's been effective for all entities, then we would, take that away. But it's just a nice way to see that there is a change. But we always will start off with the summary. The summary is a nice area just to read the basic information with what we call that plain English. Here again, the editorial team will make sure you know if it's effective before the adoption of a certain ASU, or if I scroll down, we'll see after that. But again, you'll see these easy bullet points to help you understand that. And so here, again, after the adoption. So first off, we always start off with that summary, but as I scroll down, and I'm just kind of scrolling pretty quickly today, but after that, we would always link you to the authoritative literature. We want you to make sure you see things that are from the SEC, from the FASB itself. So I can just follow these links right here to take me directly to that authoritative material. So we've cross-referenced the codification here for you. If there are any illustrations, sometimes those things get buried when you do a keyword search. That's the benefit of coming in topically like this. Our professional services group has already pulled this together to make sure you see that these examples are provided from the FASB themselves. Then after that, we'll check the AICPA. Do they have any information that might be applicable here? And the last thing on the page would be our interpretation. So there's a lot of information, but when you think about in a typical environment, if you're just doing a keyword search on your own, having to look at the SEC, the FASB, the AICPA, then look for the interpretations. All of that is pulled together here for you on this one page, and that's really just to ensure that you aren't missing anything. We definitely want to mitigate that risk of you missing something that would be important for your research. We also want to make sure this is productive. Having somebody prepare all of this information for you is meant to make your research more efficient. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to scroll back up and we'll click into like a FASB related item first. Another unique thing that we do for our customers is what we call a color-coded flag. We want to make sure that your staff, know exactly what you're reading. So as you move through the service, you'll see these color-coded flags letting you know this is authoritative whenever it's gray, and then we will let you know the source, so the FASB here. So as a user, you could go through, read this information, and then if you wanted to get back to our guidance, remember you can just hit the back button and we have all of those interpretations linked for you as well. And any page that we put together will have this color-coded flag letting you know it's interpretive and it's from us, Accounting Research Manager. So after that, after I read through the ASC, if I wanted to go into the guide, obviously I could do that. Or if I wanted to take a deeper dive into our interpretations that we have, I have a lot of examples that I could go in and look at. And then let's go back to the homepage. So that was just, I was using 350 because Lynn was talking about that. But what about when you don't know that standard number? You can go in topically. And this is probably when I talk to our customers, the area that they like the most. They like that it gets their staff involved in the research. And when you look at this, it has the most common research topics. So as a user, you can come in, and I will do this first typically if I'm talking to a customer and they throw out a question, I'll just come right in here and look that topic up. So I'll just go ahead, let's just click on impairment. Where do I start for that? I'm not exactly sure. Well, this is one that is in a lot of different standards depending on the situation. So our editors are linking me to those different areas that it could be. Is it in this 350 or in this 320? So depending on your situation, you could just follow that link. So I'll go ahead and just follow another one here, but it'll be exactly that same type of page that I was just highlighting before. This one's a little bit smaller. You have a quick summary. You have that SEC and the FASB together. This is a good example where, here it is cross-referenced. You can find some information on this in 350, but you could also, there's something referenced in the 360 ASC as well. Again, making sure you're not missing something, and then we would have our interpretation. So if you don't know the number, it's not a problem. You can just go right in topically, and when you know the number, go in through the standards. And then one of the other things that has been really helpful with our customers is a tool that we have called the 10K Lookup. This allows you to go out and look at what other companies are doing. Even if you are a private company or you are a CPA firm, you can use this to look at what are public companies using to disclose some of this information, especially around COVID. You can just type in your keyword, and then you could tell us what industry is most applicable. So if I just even type in the word impairment or impairment evaluation, you can type in that phrase, and then you could search the form. We can search all forms, Ks, Qs, SEC comment letters. We can also search Ks and Qs together. So I'll just do Ks and Qs. And then the benefit here is your industry. So pick your industry, or like I said, if you're a CPA firm, pick the type of client that you're working with. And I'll just pick this as an example, and we'll run the search. So this will really hone in on those specific companies and that particular industry. And it's really quick. It found 197. All the companies are probably going to have this word in their filing. But what's going to be nice about this is once you click into any of these companies, it's not going to take you to the entire filing and you have to look for that word. You can see here that it's taking me and showing me the pages that we found that particular word. And then all you have to do is just click on the one that you want to read, and it'll take you right to that page. It highlights the word that you're looking for, so it's easy on the eye just to quickly read through that. And then, if you wanted to jump to the next page or another section, it's very easy to kind of go back and forth and look for that word. So when you think about any word that you wish you could find an example disclosure on, or how other companies are handling that, this is a very simple way to do that. Now, just one more thing here on the 10K lookup, a common question that I get is, you know what, I don't want to search the whole 10K. Maybe you just want to search a certain section of the 10K. We also have that ability right here, the last filter on the screen. So if you knew you only wanted to search like part 2, item 8, just turn on that filter and it'll just hone in on that particular section of the filing for you. Or exhibits. I get that one as well a lot. Okay. So the last thing too here on that I wanted to highlight is just keeping you up to date with these changes. We do have a whole section here on current developments. Lower on the screen, we have all of our COVID-19 resources. So as things come out, we will post it here in this tile. But anytime there's something new, we will email our customers about it, and we'll have that daily update and a weekly summary that we send you. But we'll also write white papers. So if you wanted to see something, like I know we have something on the ESG that we were talking about, crypto, we will have easy to read kind of 10-page PDF that you could get up to speed before you need to take a deeper dive. And then we also will have a checklist for you. So if you wanted just to run a quick checklist on all of the new accounting changes, you'll just pick accounting, or if it was AICPA, and we would run a report for you in Excel. And since we have just another minute, I'll go ahead and open this up. Did I pick? Yep. And we'll put it in Excel. We do have the What's New section in a paragraph format as well, so you could just read through that. But a lot of our customers, we know that you're in Excel. Sometimes when I talk to our customers, they say they track all of the changes in Excel. Well, within our service, this can save you time because our editorial group has already done that. for you. So this will have all of the latest ASUs, it'll have links to them, and then we'll give you a quick summary about them. So like I said, the most recent ASU, when it was issued, a link to the guidance, what's the title of it, when will it be effective, if early application is permitted, our comments from our team over here about what this update is about. So I know there's a lot of changes going on, just one less thing to do with Accounting Research Manager. We want to help you manage that type of, all of those types of changes that are coming in.